Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dragon Quest. That is right, the video game Dragon Quest, believe it or not. How's it going? So yeah, we're going to be playing some Dragon Quest 1. Predominantly because I need footage of Dragon Quest 1. Because I've recorded footage of Dragon Warrior, I've recorded footage of the Dragon Warrior remake for the Game Boy Color, and this is the final piece I need for that video, so we're going to be playing some of this game. So yeah, I should mention that I have somewhat of an in-depth field of view when it comes to the original Dragon Quest game. It's a bit like Final Fantasy 1 for me. What language do I speak? The characters speak in English? Do they have voice acting in this game? Do you want to display the location of your current objective on the map? Sure. Okay, whoa. Why? Why though? I'm just looking at this and I'm like, okay, Draki, for those who want to breeze through battles and save the story, Dragon Quest 1 story is really thin. I should point that out. It's not absent. It's there, but okay. Switch to this difficulty if you find... Oh, so we can switch on the fly. And then we've got Dragon Quest, which is for those who want a fair challenge. If not sure which difficulty is for you, you just want to try. And then Draconian Quest. For those who want a real challenge, you'll face stronger foes and earn fewer experience points and gold coins to boot. I was going to use this video as an opportunity to discuss the original game. I'm gonna try Draconian. You can change them at any time. Okay, cool. Yeah, auto-saving, that's a big thing as well for this game. Right, yeah, so we should discuss that probably. Because I don't know what I'm in for here. I haven't played the Dragon Quest 3 remake, nothing like that. I've played Octopath Traveler. I've played the original Dragon Quest game a number of times over.
Hear me. A great darkness threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late. Nevertheless, perhaps you, Scion of Erdrick, might prevail. Please. You must make for Tantacha. You must do all that you can. The fate of the world rests with you.
Okay. That's different. For sure. It looks pretty. What's the haps? What are we doing? What? Okay. This is very different. I'm gonna need you to explain why any of this is necessary, by the way, because this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle, I fear. We're in thy debt, stranger. Hadst thou not come to our aid, we might have perished. Okay. To best a whole host of monsters single-handedly is the work of no ordinary warrior. Wayland's Guard. Yes, if I might ask, what bringeth to these forests alone, stranger? Oh, are they trying to give me context as to why I'm after the princess in the first place? I don't need it. Thou art of the line of the mighty Erdrick. Was that... okay. I don't like that. They immediately made a decision I'm not fond of. Okay, that's fine. We'll work through this. Such as the stuff of fairy tales. I guess that's their way of making up for that decision. So in the game, in the original game, it's sort of like people hint that we might be from sort of like some legendary lineage. But it's mainly through like the armor and the weapon that people sort of guess. But it's not really something that's confirmed. The Chosen... I don't know, like... Right, when we get to gameplay properly, I can talk about this already, because... There's already a crap ton of changes made. And I'm not sure why. The Dragon Lord. Yep. Alright, this is going to be interesting to compare. Shall go ahead and inform the king of thy... Okay. Truly, Captain, we only have this man's word that he's indeed the son... Yeah, well, why did we already? Okay, it's fine. It's not a massive problem. Depending on how they handle it, it might not even be a problem. Should really be addressed, though, how the original game opens in comparison to this. Oh, so we start here anyway. Okay, now you're gonna have to give me a solid reason as to why...
Well met, traveller.
Okay.
Seemeth thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And not only this, but thou art of the bloodline of mighty Erdrick. Is this true?
Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
Just telling my fan. Thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds. Do I chime in yet? Because I've got things to say already, and it's really awkward. What happens if I say no?
Truly? 'Tis a story so widely known that I had imagined not a single soul in our world to be ignorant of it.
Yeah, and that plays
Fear
into
not,
the
friend.
original game slightly.
This is no attempt to catch thee in a lie. As all here are no doubt aware, in days of yore thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the hero's bloodline having survived to the present day.
Okay.
Thou truly believest it to be so? That thou art of the line of Erdrick?
Sure.
Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But
I'm trying to, like, I've got a transcript of the original game here
Or are we to
somewhere.
believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream?
Yeah, so in the original... Oh, wait, can we... Okay, we'll talk about it in a
Thou
moment.
plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed. Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Majesty, please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
Calm thyself. Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless. Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain. Return
Okay.
to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go forth, brave hero, and may the goddess guide thee.
Can I play the game yet? No? Okay, I'm just given these items this time around. That's... Okay, sure. Can I... We're 12 minutes in, I want to play the game. Oh, you're telling me about the menu already? At any point during the conversation, or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you've heard to memory. So we're doing the vocation system in this, okay? Oh. Right, let's pause for a moment. I want to talk about the original game's opening real quick, because I feel like that's going to be massively necessary. Again, this is why I'm recording this footage now, because what I'm going to do is we're going to be doing a comparison video in the future of this game, the original game, and the Game Boy Color game, which is the end. So basically, the original game got a remake for the SNES in Japan. We got it on the Game Boy Color, and then that eventually re-released as like an updated version for iOS and mobiles, which then got ported to Switch. So we've only had 3 versions of this game, is what I'm trying to say. We've had the original version, the SNES version, and this version. Now, the original 2 are very similar to the original Final Fantasy in the sense that when you start that game, you start the game. You know, you press start, you enter your character name, and then immediately this is the screen that you have. This right here. You got some chests about the place, but the idea is that you can talk to some folk if you want to. You can get out and explore otherwise. We've just had a lengthy introduction to this game. And that's a bit of a red flag for me, because I'm looking at this now and I'm like, was that necessary? I don't think it was. We've had the idea that like our character was like brought here through dreams, and they've had dreams of past experiences and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, that wasn't in the original. The original game starts out with us as the hero. It does discuss that he is a descendant of Erdrick. It does discuss that he defeated demons with, what is this? A ball of light is what they call it in that game. and that the Dragon Lord stole this. And we have to go after the Ball of Light. Then, that's it. We're let loose on our journey. We're not really given a destination. Everything to do with the start of this game, that does not happen. We literally start here. We talk to King Garuni. And, okay, so we're going to have to do some back and forth. So the idea in the original game as well is that the king is actually our save station. He's the thing that we go to in order to save our game. Which encourages us to be a little bit scarce and sparse when it comes to our little ventures. Okay, so it's been committed to memory. What does that mean? Recall? Okay, so we can... Oh, we can only have up to 30. Okay, fine. What else do we have here? What governs Misk? Settings. We've got battle settings. Suggested action on. Not fan of that. We'll leave it on default for now to see how things go. Display. Graphics optimizer, performance, or graphics. What? There's a 30 FPS performance, there's a 30 FPS graphics option. I'm sorry. Nuh-uh. Okay, right. Audio. Yeah. Fine. Treasure chest locations. Secret spots. But you've given me the option. Why would I say no? Oh my fucking god! You're kidding me. Oh, it's a really weird thing, right? Because technically this game has to be judged as... I guess it has to be judged as a sequel to the Dragon Quest III remake. It also has to be judged as a sequel to Dragon Quest XI. It also has to be judged as a remake to the original Dragon Warrior. And it also has to be judged on the remake, on the original game's remake as well, which was Dragon Warrior for the Game Boy Color. And the SNES. So, all that being said, how does it stack up right from the get-go? And the answer is like, what the fuck? So, after you get done talking with the king, he will have like a bunch of stuff around here that we can pick up. We were just handed that, that's fine. Can we have a look? We've got our equipment menu. Copper sword from the get-go, that's... No, yeah, no, don't like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Like, if you're gonna have it in line with the original, have it in line with the original. You know, commit or don't. Like... Because people are gonna play this game, like, is this gonna be breezy? I'm wondering now, like, am I just gonna sit here and... Is this gonna take no time whatsoever to go through? I guess that these are locks that we need magic keys for. Yes. Okay. This place is bigger than it was previously. That's decent-ish. Please. See, the idea is that... Okay, that's interesting. The idea was that in the original game, you would ask around to sort of find directions. Yes, you were, like, you heralded from, like, a big old super-duper hero, but that's mentioned, like, barely at all. It's mentioned barely. And from that point onwards, you're you're pretty much on your own. You know, you're going about the place. You're figuring things out by yourself. You're not doing much else. So as a result, the idea was that the world map was sort of, it was designed so that way you would explore it in like a clockwise fashion. And the places that you couldn't get to were places that you would check out later on, or there would need to be something on your person to reach those locations. Traveling merchants, yep. Okay. So there is nothing here. Okay, we've got agility seeds as well. So we can look inside. Again, like, I get the idea that they're bringing, like, modern innovations into this game, but also, you need to be careful with that shit. You need to understand why the original game was designed the way it was in the first place. Putting a bunch of up-to-date shenanigans in this game can actually mess with it. If you fancy going faster, try holding down B. Okay. This is bizarre, to say the least. What's happening? So we need to go. I know what we need to do. I'm just. Oh, I see. The actual town itself is linked to the castle this time around because there are two separate locations on the world map originally. So we got a church, which isn't really a thing in the original Dragon Quest. That's not. I don't want anyone to take that as criticism, by the way. That's just me pointing it out. Also, we have money, don't we? 120. Because, yep, I know how shops work. Yep. So how the original game sort of worked was it was a very typical NES affair, which meant that you would find like items that you would want to buy, things like that, and it meant that it was often recommended that you would buy a set of items in each town. So you'd eye it up, go out, start grinding for the gold in order to get the item. Then, as you're getting the gold, you would level up, and the idea is that the levels that you would get along the way would like match the equipment and the gold that you would get, which means that by the time you're all like suited and fitted, and you were to leave the area and go off to the next one, you would already be prepared. I say it's classic NES RPG-tisms because the idea was that it wasn't incredibly in-depth. It wasn't very complex whatsoever. The idea was to get your time rather than your brain, if that made sense. Which is why with the Game Boy Color, Jesus. You've overwhelmed me. So we've got. Hang on. So yeah, with the Game Boy Color version, the idea was that they rebalanced everything. So if you play the Game Boy Color version, it would last about 10 hours, if that. Because everything's been rebalanced appropriately. Right, what have we got? Copper, leather. And you have... Okay, so... 350... Leather armor, that's true. 180... Oh... Whoa, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Right, what's in here? It looks like it's locked. You can claim various bonus items to the chest if you pre-order... Fuck you! Screw you! This game's on sale, that's why I picked it up today. Okay. There's nothing else in here. That's a locked door. And there's a bank. That's what that is. Okay, right. We're just going. We're going. Fuck it. What's the world map like? Making sense of maps. Feel a bit lost. Look at the map. Traveler's tips. Traveler's tips. A curated collection of useful tips can be found. Yes. I'm looking at the tactics menu. How's this working? Also, I'm going to assume... I don't like that as a map. Why is that not full screen? Okay, I'm just gonna have like a quick mosey about. Right, so they've made that a portside town rather than just a town there. That's fine. Okay, a few things have been moved about. That's fine though. Right, let's just go and kill things. Are we doing random encounters? Yes. Hello, Drakkies. A group of them as well, okay. That is different. We've got abilities. What are the abilities? God, if you had only played the first game, and you went to this, you'd be foaming. Right, like, there's a lot going on here. It's taken a while to do that as well. Okay, Drakkies, what do we get for that? 6 experience points, 6 gold. And we have to load in and out when it's near instant on the NES. Okay. I didn't mean to press that. What I did mean to look at was... Misk. Next level 5. Okay. I assume that's a secret spot. If I were to... God damn it. Alright, if I were to go into... Oh, God. If I were to do that... Nope, that's still there. Okay. Yep, more Drakkies. It's taking a while to do anything in this game. $15 points of damage. So we leveled up, right? I can't help it, right? I've just come off fresh of the original game, and it is just like... Oh god, it feels... It's interesting because it brings into question the idea of like visual fluff. And just, like, fluff in general, like the firework effect. The idea of, like, what's actually needed to make a game solid. Because I've got my criticisms of Dragon Warrior, absolutely. I don't think it's a bad first game of its era to play. But I do think that you have to go in being prepared, knowing that you are going to be doing a significant amount of grinding going from area to area. Because that's what the point of those games were. Like... Light on story, just enough to get you by, and the idea was that a lot of your time put into the game was spent grinding, getting levels, actually doing, like, battling. You know, the main core gameplay element, battling. If you were playing a JRPG game back then and you didn't like a turn-based JRPG game, and you didn't like the combat, then you weren't playing the game, because that was the point of the game. You were doing that in order to battle again and again and again and again. And as I said, like, the idea was that progression was slow, but that was to keep you battling, and it was also to stretch out the length of the game. Now, the Game Boy Color version of this game did what I would probably say was the correct thing, which is, if you are going to remake this game and you know, push it forward to a more modern audience. You just rebalance it. That's it. But now that we're playing this, I've had a cutscene before I've done anything. It was a good like 10 minutes before I actually got to do anything whatsoever. And then when I actually started getting into the game, a lot of it is it's there's a loading screen before every battle, after every battle. Attacking takes a hot moment to do. See, yeah, I'm auto-saving in and around every battle as well. Can we speed up battles whatsoever? Battle speed. Fast, ultra fast. Let's just keep it on fast. I do not want to be staring at a command that I've inserted for, like, as long as I have been. Okay, so they're incorporating enemies from other games as well. That's much better. That's much better. This should be default. Why was the other one like... No, it's fine. Okay, do we have spells? Do we have... We don't have anything yet. Okie dokie. Well, again, to state my shenanigans, at around... I'm trying to remember what level it was, actually. It's quite early on. I think it's around level 3. You get heal. How much gold have we got? 150. 156, sorry. We've got healing items? Yep. Okay. Seed of Agility. Increases agility a little. Well, I guess I'll use it then. Should be noted as well that in the original game, I like this so far. It's a one-man band game. You're playing as just one character. You are throwing out all sorts of enemies quite early on. Okay. A strike that deals heavy damage to beast family. You're not a beast family guy. What's cop out? Potentially affects. Okay. Do I guess I use a medicinal herb? You use frizz again? Yep, okay. Like, I'm not going to deny this game looks gorgeous. I'm not going to deny that the animations are pretty cool. I am going to, like... It's like realistic graphics in Capcom games. I am just going to, like, ponder why that's here. Okay, pet peeve number 2. I open up my menu, and what do I see in front of me? I see... Learn more about Erdrick and the strange voice. That's my objective. So I've got all of that on screen. I've got items, spells, equipment, all the classic Dragon Quest stuff. I've got my gold on there. Yep. I've got me on there with my health, my MP. But you know what I don't have? Where's my XP? Like, if you're going to include more information in the base game, why not include, like, XP? How do I go about looking at that again? I have to go Misk. Okay. Should I go back to town and heal? It'll be very classic Dragon Quest if they do keep up the difficulty. I know how savings work. How saving works. You've been making me save throughout this entire time. Okay, right. Let's see if we can get anything. Because I want to know, like, will I be able to grind up to the point of getting... The lance doesn't do that much, actually. Fairly standard iron lance, perfect for beginners. Do I want that? I guess not. Okay. Let's check out the inn. Is the inn what I want to check out? I don't know. Let's have a look see. Right. Welcome to our inn. We charge 12 gold. Is that worth? I mean, yes. Sorry if you can hear the fans in my room, by the way. It's quite warm at the moment. Right. Let's head back out. Do I want that stuff? Maybe we don't want the new equipment. Maybe we should keep going forwards. I wish I could turn the camera. You've got it slanted like this, and because it's not top down, I want to see what's about. So what's that over there? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Pretty standard affair so far. Nothing to complain about in the battle area. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's one down. Right. And the original game, these guys give you more gold, but the same XP. Do we have heal yet? Yes. Okay, so that's in line. So there's something going on ahead. What's this? Okay. The idea in the original was to like you go to Breckenry, which is the sort of like the town that lives under the big old castle, and you would level up to the point where you would get spells called heal and hurt, which I assume that's Frizz in this one. Secret spots. World's 4 secrets, secret little areas just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different to their surroundings, so okay. Medicinal herbs. Hello. What is this? Okay. How big is this area? Because I don't... Yeah, okay, good. I want to cut off. I don't want to accidentally leave. Is there anything else here? You're planning on proposing to your sweetheart. That's not it? Okay. I gotta see the strength from it. That's something. Are we gonna get party members? That'd be kind of weird. A ghost! Kill the ghost! Alright, these guys are quite difficult in the early game of the original. And it went down in 2 hits. Okay. Is that a little secret? Is that... I'm trying to figure out what are and what aren't secrets. A rat skull. Okay, that went down in 1 hit. That was a wasted new enemy. I want to see what they can do, you know? You give me a new enemy and it's just like, oh, okay, that's a cool sprite. I want to see what they do. That's something that, like, the design of the original game, at the very least, it forced you into encounters that you sort of have to, like, deal with. There'll be enemies that could put you to sleep that you would have to navigate around. You had to cast spells to stop them from doing that. You would have to put certain enemies to sleep because they would deal too much damage. So if you just... It's to prevent you from wailing on them, you know? Also... That's a lot of MP. Right, what's this? That might even be... I'm trying to think. That might be the kind of MP that you get, like, mid to late game. 50. I'm trying to think. No, not 50, sorry. 23? Okay. Maybe like a quarter of the way through. Definitely not at the start, though. What's this? A leather suit. Of course, we've got the auto-equip stuff. Okay. I got worse gear for some reason. Right, that's what I want to see back here. Yeah, look, you've got rascals here. They've got different formations. What's going to happen? That guy's down.
Not today.
He missed. I'm level... Oh, boy. Okay, what is this? A chapel? Like a save point? There's an inn. Musk. Okay. Is this... This is here because... Because what? Like... There's another thing over there. Should I... I shouldn't be venturing across that bridge. I know that for a fact. But this game is quick saving. Go on. What we're gonna get? What's here? That's how fights would go in the normal one. In the original game, rather. Where are we up to with XP? 89. Like, do I just sprint over them to see what I can get early game? Okay, yeah, they've bumped up heal by 10 points as well, because that normally only gives you around 20. How close am I? What's here? Seed of Wisdom, Seed of Luck. What's a special sense used to lure monsters? Okay, what's this? Alright, that was a regular Draki. Normally an enemy only flees when you're stronger than it. What's this? Forgotten Ruins. It's a mini medal. Mini medals. This can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes. Nothing here. I see the thing in the corner. Okay, can't get in there, so I'm going to assume that there's nothing there, unless I can get around. What's in here? See the strength. Again, like, okay. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, what do you want? The Dying Sun. Yep. Admirer of my work, sure. Pay me for herbs. Okay. Goodbye, Zaylin. Just like get registered at all? And if we go to recall, we've got that. Okay. Cool, I guess. Is that... So we've got some of these locations on the map. Two objectives. I guess if we find anywhere of note. I still want to run after this thing. A spirit! How close are we to leveling up? 66, okay. Quickly and easily restore yourself to full health. What's handy heal? Restore yourself to full health as efficiently as possible. Okay. I know it's a thing in previous games, I just don't really pay it much mind. So, up here. barrel. Thorny whip. 300. Okay. Pouch of musk. Holy water. What's going on here? I know of the locale. Right. So if I did this, what would happen? Yeah, we've got the Ford whip now. Okay. Whole bunch of baddies at once, and it does more damage as well. Right, what are you guys talking about? Beans grow smarter with each passing day. It doesn't feel like it. Oh, God. Like, should they not expect you to, like, at the very least, give the original games a try? So, just... Again, just coming off the back of that and playing this, it's like, okay. This feels a bit overkill, but here we are. And if anyone there says, like, oh, you're not supposed to come here at this point, this is all on you, I would just say, like, I don't know. Like, the game let me. There's another area up there if I wanted to go to it.
Not today.
How much gold have we got, actually? Okay. I shouldn't push it, but it's like, oh look, there's an area over there that will give me some good. We need to go there at some point anyway, but it's not to do with the fact that I can come over here. It's more to do with the fact that I can come over here unscathed. You know, I can run all the way over here, pull out this weapon that deals with everything here easily, and then just go about my business. Yeah, I don't feel like I've earned this. They've called it the Quagmire Cave in this one. Okay. Oh, could we see death here? Is that a possibility?
Much better. Not today.
Right. I guess 20. You're just gonna keep healing yourself, aren't you? Oh no. Okay. Right, that's you down. See, this is what it used to be like, but it was with like one enemy instead of a bunch. You know, the idea is that you would actually have to put quite a bit of thought into what attacks you're going to do and when. You have to plan on when you were going to be healing and when you're going to be attacking. It was like this rhythmic battle back and forth, but here it's like... It took 3 guys to do that here. 3 guys. And let me guess. Dazzle me not. I'm about to level up. Am I about to level up? Oh no, I've got a little bit left, don't I? Well... I mean, yep, there's just a whole church here. Welcome to our inn, Very Traveller. 'Tis 16 gold. I think I can just about afford that. Okay. Let's mooch! Let's go! Sure, let's just get on with things, because I think I'm gonna go a little bit crazy. What? A group of Drakkies? Oh no! Oh, that would have taken them all out. Is that because they're grouped? We're doing modern Dragon Quest rules for this one? Yeah, we are. That's a rule that I'm not a particular fan of with modern Dragon Quest, but at the very least, they were consistent. Yeah, there's a gubbin over here. I'm gonna go get the gubbin. Yeah, I went to one place. I visited one extra location out of my way. Went out of my way to do that, and I'm just barreling through things now. Everything's gonna go down in one hit for a bit. Okay. What is this? I've got things to sell as well. I'm just being given equipment I don't need. I kind of feel like that I should be not using my seeds as well. I'm using them because I'm the only party member here, because that was the case in the original game, but... Yeah, this guy's just gonna go down there. Yeah, I should be grinding for levels in the other area now. This feels... It feels cheap, you know? Oh god, it's why if you're gonna put stronger equipment in any location, you need to make me work for it still. You need to put a boss in front of it, you need to put a series of enemies in front of it, just anything. Because I have not done the work for this. I walked off in one direction, had a relatively easy time doing so as well. Again, I highly recommend giving the original Dragon Warrior game a bit of a try. Like, if you want to see what the difficulty comparison is like, it's drastic. And to say that, like, if you haven't played the original Dragon Quest and this was your first time experiencing this game, I wouldn't say that this isn't bad so far. This is perfectly serviceable, but it's so telling that you go from that game to this game, and it's like, holy shit. Like, times have changed. Like, yeah, no wonder this is in line with, like, Octopath Traveler. No, Octopath Traveler, a game which I, Ooh, God. Octopath Traveler is a game which I have a bit of a bone to pick with, so expect to see a video on that soon. But the reason why I say that I've got a bit of a bone to pick with that game is because when I covered it, because there is footage coming to the channel soon on that game, but as I was covering that game, it was just, you know, a lot of it was just twiddling my thumbs, you know, just pressing the same few buttons over and over and over again. I wasn't really putting much thought or effort into what I was doing. Every enemy told me what their weakness was, as and when... you know, as and when they were... Just... Oh, God, I can't even think about it. it's driving my head into a bit of a spell. Staying on top of statuses. This is a good sign to give me this tutorial. At an area that is deemed to be the start. I would prefer this to be closer to the start. Have this be the norm, but let's go. All kinds of icons pop up next to characters and battles, which symbolize temporary changes to their attributes. Okay, so that didn't mean a lot. Cool. That really didn't mean a lot. Right, here's something else that the original Dragon Quest 1 does. Light management. You need a torch to proceed through certain dungeons in order to see it properly, unless you've got the route written down. And then on top of that, you will also have a spell later on to help you through these areas. Okay. What do you mean you barely made it here? I suppose I'm meant to be like a super duper LUper special charge, but guys, if you just walk a little bit over the bridge to the east, you know, you'll get some good stuff. Yeah. Sure. That's me. I know, it feels weird because, like, again, like, modern Dragon Quest isms, modern RPG isms, is to have the enemies located on the map. So the idea is that, you know, you could pick and choose when you enter the fight, stuff like that. That's something I don't really care too much about, but it does feel weird that, like, I don't know, it feels weird in the areas where they have committed and where they haven't, I guess. I'll probably go through this section, and once I'm done, I'll call it there for a quick breather. Right, so we've got a map. We're being told instantly where. Okay, we know where we need to go. Cool. Oh, there are barrels to look into. What's in the barrel? 56 gold? It's a lot of gold. Okay. It's got to be free XP at this point. Yeah, okay, so these are all chests. A leather shield. Okay, then. Next locale. A group of enemies appeared.
Not today. Ha!
Okay. Hello? What are you doing here? What? What are we doing? A sandstorm scroll? What is a sandstorm scroll? Scroll which the mysteries of sandstorm have... What? So like a spell. The spell sandstorm, I assume. I don't need it. Simply put, I don't need it. Open the chest. Look at that, it's a divine dagger. Okay. Oh, I missed one. Oh, now it's got a chance to kill me. This could be it, guys. Oh, God. Like, I point back to, like, I don't think people appreciate Final Fantasy X enough. Because, you know, the openings to that game, you can fuck up. You can die. if you're not paying attention. The original Dragon Quest game is the same. You can die if you're not paying attention. Got Dragon Square, fucking hell. Yes, we got a dragon scale, so if I do that, am I just going to equip it? Nope. Why am I not going to equip it? Do you not equip accessories automatically? That doesn't really seem to do anything to my stats. What's wrong with you? The dark... Okay. Come here. I know they want me to see the really lovely graphics, but make it pitch black. You know? Make using a torch, like... Make me dependent on the torch. The whole point in coming down to this area in the original was to find the grave with a little message inscribed onto it, so we'll see what happens in this one. That's a lot of gold again. I really feel like I'm earning this game. Bubbly slime. Let's kill you, I guess. I'll be with you in a second. Right. What's going on? What, just the slime? It's asleep? Okay, I'm not a bad slime. I'm just like a midday you just... Okay. Oh, for those of you who don't know what the magic water is, by the way, restores MP, and we've also got free holy water, which shoos enemies away. Just at this point in the game, is that it? Okay. Oh god, not a spirit. Level 6. Look at... Oh, we got 2 spells for the price of 1. What did we get? Got snooze, and wasn't there something else? I don't know. Oh, actually, hang on. That gave us a bit more than the usual as well. Right, what's in here? Chimera Wing, which allows us to escape from the dungeon should we need to. We're gonna get a boss here. Is it gonna be like something new? Yep. Gather them and you may... Okay. So the idea in the original was to... Yeah, the idea in the original was to form together... basically, you were meant to get an item that would form a thing called Rainbow Bridge. That would take you to like the last sort of sections of the game. Okay. Seek out the sphere of light. Let's just bail. Oh, we can just teleport anywhere. Okay. Shit. Well, will we get a reward if we head back? Or can we just, like, move forwards in time? This, I don't know, but I'm gonna take a bit of a break because this was not at all what I was expecting it to be. But that's fine. That's okay. I'm feeling that I will actually come away saying that this is probably like the definitive way to play this game. If you don't have the Game Boy Color version of it, or the NES version is the Super NES version is available on Switch. I don't think the graphics are anywhere near as good as the previous versions, and they're certainly not as good as this. This looks lovely, you know, I will say that. But there are lots of little trappings so far which has me raising an eyebrow to. I'm not a fan of how just simple this journey has been, you know, like. And I know you might be saying to me at the moment, like, oh, but Dusky, you've only just started the game. It's like, yeah, I know, and just take a second to think of what that means. You know, like that the fact that I'm saying this about this game. Think about what that implies about the original game, because again, I think that the original game is paced pretty poorly. This is why we've got the Game Boy Color version. It's why we've got the SNES version of the game. It's why we've got the version of the game that's out on Switch. It's not a difficult game to run through, but at the very least, it forces you to consider what you're doing in certain encounters, and it just, you know, it sort of feels like I'm treading water a little bit here. I'm twiddling my thumbs a little bit. Okay, so you want me to go straight there? Cool, I'll do that. Sure. I'll talk a little bit about this so far as we walk on over, and then I'll think about calling it. But yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I'm just I decided to play this on the hardest difficulty because I had a feeling that after I had finished playing the original Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior game again, that, you know, I might wanna give this I might feel a bit of whiplash, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And you know what? That's exactly what's happened. I am feeling a little bit of an oof. I feel like I could be doing a lot more. Like I could be pushed a little bit more in this title. And again, I know and I am aware that, like, oh, but Dusky, this is just the start of this game. What are you saying? And, like, as I have said, and I'll say it again, like, just think of what that implies about the original game. You know, the fact that this is making me roll my eyes a little bit should tell you that, oh, okay, well, even if the original game was... Even if the original game was, like a repetitive title, it took a while to get around the place, at least you were involved, at least you were doing things. You know, at least each encounter again, depending on what enemy appears. Like, ghosts stick with you for a good while in that game. And they can be a bit of a nuisance. And we're batting them away at this point. I said it earlier as well. The idea that we have so many enemies popping up left, right, and center, so many different sprites, and it's like, oh, that's a cool little fella, like, just popping up on my screen. I wonder what they do. Oh, I get first turn. Okay, attack, and then it's just dead. Chimera Wing. Aren't the Wayfarers close? Yeah, they're a bit better. How much better are they? Yeah, just a bit. Oh, lordy Lou. To tell you how, like, tightly designed encounters were in the original game, you only had 30 levels. And again, it was very intentional. Like, it was paced so that way by the time you get to the end of the game, you would be around level 20. They gave you the additional 10 levels if you were finding things too difficult, so you went away and did some grinding for a bit. But, yeah, I'm wandering about here, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... It's just... I don't know. Oh, he called back up. And yeah, you might be having a go at me for having the weapon that I've got on me at the moment. All I did was walk to it. Like, nothing particularly, like, brutal happened. I didn't have to... There was no uphill climb or anything like that. Like, it was just there. All I had to do was just wander over and pick it up. It's the same with most of the stuff that I've got on me at the moment. The open world of the original game isn't particularly... I mean, it's about this size, to be fair, but... I think having to, like, wander about it... I think having to wander about it in the way that you do... God damn it. Right. Oh, you didn't heal all the way. Cool. Yeah, I think wandering about it the way that you have to do, like, inadvertently, what they did by mistake was they made the world feel bigger, because you spend a lot of time... You spend a lot of time in each town, actually. Thinking about all the new places that they've already set up here, like, in comparison to, like, the original starting point. In the original game, and even in the GBC version, what you would end up doing quite a lot is because you had to keep grinding, you kept going back to the inn. So eventually, you might have talked to every NPC there, you get a good feeling of what each town is like. In this game, I don't really feel constrained. Which, you know, you might say, oh, it's not player freedom? Isn't that a really good thing to have? It's just, Right, let's get rid of Draki first. Dazzle? Oh god, I'm starting to hallucinate. Oh, that's not good, is it? It told me what was vulnerable before I even used it. Like, even at the very least, an Octopath Traveler. At the very least, an Octopath Traveler, you had to use a weapon before you got told whether or not something was vulnerable to it. I don't like the fact that it's permanently on screen after that's done, but you still have to do that. Right, how close are we to leveling up? Yeah, I'm itching for a difficult encounter already. You'd have to save up quite a bit of cash as well in order to get new weapons. That way, when you did get that weapon, you felt that increment because you're so used to using previous weapons for the longest time. So I'm just, yeah, I've got a whip. I've got a whip that does a shit ton of damage from the get-go. I don't feel like I've earned this. I walked to here and picked it up. That's all I did. Oh, did I go too far? I have to go down and across. Yeah. The angle of the overworld's a little bit jarring to me. Again, like, we've got Flame Slash as well. I didn't even note that. It didn't even do that much. Is the base damage just more? Yeah. Ah, lordy loo. Yeah, the angle the angle of the perspective of the open world is a bit jarring to me. I'm used to it being top down, which is why it was a little bit weird to get across. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? Hello?
I know not who thou art, but I beg of thee, send word to Tantagel. The detachment dispatched in search of Princess Gwaelin is no more.
That's a lie.
She was seen. The fiends did spirit her away across the swampland, south of Call.
She's been taken by a green dragon. I assume it's still going to be a green dragon.
Endure no longer.
Okay.
We meet again, friend.
Hi.
But what is this? This man is a soldier of Tantagel.
Yeah?
He hath breathed his last. His wounds are truly terrible to behold.
Is this thy doing?
Why would you assume that?
A message, thou sayest. The princess was taken across the swampland south of Call.
Yeah, thank you.
Then we must go after her with all haste. Come, what are we waiting for?
But the party sent in search of the princess was comprised of our finest soldiers. Surely we will simply meet the same fate.
How many were there?
If thou
How
art
skilled were they?
Then away with thee homeward, coward. I will go to the princess's rescue, though I go entirely alone.
We cannot
damn,
allow
like-
our comrades' deaths to have been in vain.
Dragon Warrior and the first Final Fantasy game have like a similar similar starting point to them, where you went off after like the princess to begin with, sort of the point, and the reason like why you sort of start your quest, and the great test to see if you're ready is to save the princess. Like the second you've saved the princess, brought her back, then the king of their respective games is like, oh god, maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do this big task for us. And you know, it's fortunate that you happen to be along that path anyway. But this game, it's just like, if I actually like single-handedly kill this dragon, this is going to be so embarrassing for these guys. Because it's sort of implied that you're the only guy who can in the original.
We have work to do. Come.
And here it's like, oh, what, you've introduced all these capable warriors to me? Like, yes, some of them are dying for sure, but like, why can't I take a few of these guys with me? You know? Also, why was that scene there? I'm confused as to why I had to sit down and watch that. I don't believe that these are going to be like incredibly fleshed out characters or anything like that. A copper sword. Oh, thank God for what is happening? Like, why am I being given all the same equipment? Shrine of Rain. Oh my goodness. Knock that guy out? Oh yeah. Spirits have been defeated indeed. Okay, so we're just leveling up now. Okay. So it wants us to go straight to the Shrine of Rain. I'm gonna go up here. Oh my god! Bag of laughs. What's so funny, Mr. Bag of Laughs? Why wasn't I affected? No, game, why wasn't I affected? What? Okay. Right. Oh, my spells are gone. Oh no. Oh shit! First death! Huzzah! We have death! How far back is that gonna send me? Continue from autosave. How far back was the autosave? Oh, since our last fight. Okay. So I can swiftly pretend like that never happened. Awesome game. Oh! What are you guys? Death was natural in the original game. If you died, that just meant that you had to get good. Okay. Right, I'm gonna do a quick heal because I have no idea what this is trying to get me to do. Oh, how do? There we go. Wait. What am I looking at? Okay. Is it actively blocking me out of the map? Like, is it telling me that I can't go there yet? What's over here now? Is it this? What's this? Hello? Okay. Yeah? Why did I come here? Was that it? Just have a quick convo? What? Game? Game? Why am I here? Cool. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm poisoned. So the poison breath actually did something. Okay, let's get you into town. Oh no! It's a scorpion! Okay. Yeah? You done yet? Awesome. That was great. Great stuff, guys. Thumbs up. 10 out of 10. Right, let's... Call. Okay, I am still injured. If I go to you... Oh, I guess I should save as well. I haven't saved yet. Okay, can you... Okay. But can you... Can you, like... Yeah. Okay. Just taking a sweet time. That's all. Okay. No, that's it. I'm good. Can we go down the well here? Is that what that's saying on the map? Uncommonly lucky fellow. Okay. Okay, cool. What's, where's the weapon shop? Is that it? Hello, weapon shop. I would like to see if I can get a better weapon. I can get the Iron Lance, easy peasy. I can also get a Scale Shield, easy peasy. Can also get... Well, I'm close to getting the Iron Armor, actually. What should I get? Let's treat ourselves. Let's get the iron. Yep. And I would like the scale shield, please. One of those. That'd be nice. I think. Yes. I would like to sell some stuff now, if that is okay with you, video game. I would like to sell the leather shield. I'd like to sell the leather suit. I'd like to sell the copper sword. I'm going to keep the whip, just in case. I would like to sell all of this, pretty much. Yep, let's just do it. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do we have the puddle place? That's towards the... Oh, hello. What's this? Just... yep. Because I've got that setting turned on. I forgot about that. The fairy flute's meant to be something that you get like a riddle for in the original game, and you have to try and figure it out for that. What's in here? A mini medal. And you... Yeah. Okay, so... let's stop by an inn. And then... we will venture onwards. To the Shrine of Rain. Am I going crazy? That's not an inn. I'm being dumb. Where's the inn? Okay, top right. There we go. Right, and with a bit of luck, this should be a little bit expensive. Am I right? 32 gold. Never mind. Okay. Cool, cool. Right. Do I want to stop here or do I want to keep going? This is the next big question. I mean, how much gold am I going to get from killing things at the moment? Because if I can get enough gold to get a new armor set, that would be a lovely jubbly. Let's have a run around, because I'm sure it won't hurt. Okay. 30 damage there. Okay. See, this is the other thing as well. If you take this long to do all these animations, I'm going to start getting frustrated. It's like, it just do damage. Do damage to me, let me do damage to you, you know. 72 gold. So what I'm hearing is we could very easily get enough gold to get that armor set. Okay, I guess I'll do that then. Hello, fellas. An illa pillar? Oh, that did quite a bit of damage. Okay, how much should we get from you? 15 gold. I guess the Bagomatic 9000, as I like to call them, it gives us a lot of gold. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Sure. I'm just gonna keep spamming. Gonna keep spamming A. Yeah? Yeah, keep doing it. No, be my guest. Let's go for the whole alphabet. I'm prepped. I'm ready. You gonna call for backup? Come on. No, you're not calling for backup. Come on, call for back. Go on, treat yourself. Treat yourself. Was it 1,800? Is that what we need?
Not today.
I hate that fucker. I don't hate him because of what he's doing. I just hate it because it's taking so long. Like, he's debuffing me, and that's it. But because of how long it's taking for him to debuff me... Oh, he's healing himself as well! God damn it! I mean... Like, is this gonna do much to them? I mean, yeah, it's like, you're so close with this one. You're so close with this fight in particular, because it's just like, oh, okay, like, things are happening, that's cool. It's just taking them ages. Prevented from casting spells. I just... Okay. Yeah? Like, just... You'd fall asleep before you finish that fight. Yeah, kabuff. Yep. Kabuff. Kabuff. For fuck's sake. He's killing me, IRL. He's wasting my time. Ah. Right, I'm gonna check how much it will cost to get that armor set. So I can ascertain whether or not it's worth me just grinding those guys. 1,800. I mean, leather armor, we could do that. That's cheap and cheerful, but this is really good. I might as well keep grinding. That's the thing. How close am I to leveling up? Because I can't be far off. Yeah, pretty. Oh. Holy moly. Gotta heal up. These guys are doing quite a bit of damage. We're finally getting there. You know, we've got fights where it's like, oh god, look at... But they're all doing the same three things. Like... The thing is, I'm not having to react any differently. How much strength went up by 2, by 3. No, by 2. I'm a dum-dum. We got Zap and Peep. I gotta ask, what the fuck is Peep? Provides an appraisal of items and reveals the nature of a treasure chest. Okay. Do I not have hands? Like, I've got a bottomless bag. It doesn't weigh anything. Right, come on, fellas. I guess I fight you because you've got Bang, which is quite bad for me. Yeah! Your enemies defeated! 24 gold! Oh god. Do I pause it and just do this for a moment? It depends what the norm is in terms of like just things to fight.
Not today.
Not today. Okay. I mean, it's a bit zigzaggy, isn't it? In terms of like how much stuff we're using. and how much gold we're getting. Maybe I can see what we can sell. Do we have anything else that we can sell? Fawn Whip's 100. Magic Water. What does Magic Water do again? I'm sure at least 15 MP. Am I ever going to use that? No, I'm not, because as long as I've got Chimera Wings, that's sort of redundant. But I'll sell these. That'll do it. What else have we got? Pure Bedazzlements. Musk. A special scent used to lure monsters. It's certainly a memorable fragrance. I will get rid of that too. Do not give a shit. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. I would like to buy... I don't have that as well. Oh, I suppose I don't. I've got the leather hat, but I don't have that. So I can sell the Wayfarer's clothes. How much will they be worth? 26. Might as well get that out of the way. What else can I sell? Holy water, I guess? No, they're only 10G. It's not that much. Right, how much is 350? So should I do like one fight and then I'll do a fight and then we can run back in here and get what we need. Because I'm guessing our defense is like, are we quite buffed now? I don't know what you guys are vulnerable to, so I am just going to have to... I mean, we can try a single enemy. We can give this a go. I don't know how much damage this will do. Oh, okay. It did quite a bit. Did quite a bit. Yeah. Nothing's like attacking me head on at the moment. Right, that should be enough to get the helmet. So we should be able to just run on up. And grab... Oh god, that's not a huge difference. I wouldn't have to do that much grinding to get it. I could just go out and do it. Right, fine. Jesus Christ, game. It presents you with items. Like certain JRPG games will present you with like items where it's like, oh yeah, you're clearly not meant to be able to afford that at this point in time. Like that's meant to be an uphill battle to get at this point. But then it's just like, okay, yep, it's very true, but also... Like, it's very true that should be difficult to get at this point, but, like, it's not. Like, I'm just jab, 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 and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna get some gold. 20 gold. How much did I need again? It was just over 100, isn't it? So if I aim for like 600, okay, let's rest up at the inn, and then we can quickly farm it. Ah, so you shouldn't make it this easy. The only thing it's costing me is time, and not a lot. Like this is what the original game did. Like all I have to do is just take my time with it. That's all. Rest up here, run back out. Should have just... God damn it, why did I take the long way? There we go. So I need to get around 600 gold. Don't know how much damage this will do. Not that much. Yeah, our defense is up. Our defense is up. Holy crap. Holy shit! I haven't even got the full set yet. What the fuck? It's gonna be long. Fuck off. It's gonna cast heal. Yeah. Fucking hell. So stupid. Ah! It's gotta run out of MP, right? It's gotta run out of MP. Right. 100 gold. I don't have anything for that, do I? How much? It's not really doing that much in terms of damage, to be fair. Hello, fellas.
Let the fire consume thee!
28 gold. It's just a little bit now, isn't it? It's like one or two more bells. God, I said, was it like an hour ago when I said I was going to consider like putting this down for a moment? You gave me, I've given myself an objective. That's what's happening here.
Consume thee!
Okay, just one more. Right. Right. Let's... Healing from the get-go, like nothing's happened yet, my dude. That's fine, as long as I can... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, right. Zap you. I might actually have to bump, like, battle speed up to ultra fast because I can't fucking do that. I can't mentally comprehend just waiting that long for nothing to happen. Just ad nauseum, the dude's just healing himself constantly. Okay, hello, I would like a fur hood, which apparently is stronger than a hardwood headwear, as I have learned today. Cool. So that's the best of everything here. Right, okay, I can keep going for a little bit longer. Let's rest at the inn. And then once we've done that, we can head on over to the shrine, because I don't recall the shrine really... I don't recall the shrine having anything of note. We're going there, and we get told to do an objective, and then we get kicked out, pretty much. So it should be a simple affair just to get in and out of that place. We're going to the Shrine of Rain. No! That's not what I want to do. Get out of there. Shoo. Right, and off we go on a grand adventure. What do I do against, like, how much does Zap cost? 6. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to jab you? I just want to jab you. Yeah, look at that. They're just doing 1 damage. I'm OP now. God, you had to work to get that shit in the original game. Like, it would take you so much grinding against enemies that you would have to fight differently. Ugh, it's fine. Let's just go. I can't even be bothered to be mad. I'm not angry at this game at all, actually. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing it, but I'm very much playing a neutered version of the first game. You might consider, like, but if it's got all if it's got, like, elements of, like, other game, and if it's got elements of, like, future Dragon Quest games in here as well, surely this is an improvement then. I was like, no, because it's a really weird thing to say. It's more to do with the design philosophy of this original game versus... it's more to do with the design philosophy of the original game versus the newer games, because it's almost overkill at this point.
Not today.
No, they show that, like, they've included, like, a bunch of gear and abilities from future games, so they've plopped it into this one. Enemies from future games as well are here as well. It feels like a mod. It doesn't feel like a game. You know, it doesn't feel like its own game. It feels like I'm playing a modded version of a more recent Dragon Quest game, but it's Dragon Quest 1. It's like the people that go back and like mod older titles that have like modern shit in there, and you look at those games and it's like don't do that because it doesn't support it. It's like the modernization of Ocarina of Time or something like that. It's like, but those games were like time capsule games, as in like, how do I? Oh, I'll just kill you first. Yeah, they're like time capsule games in the sense that like the design philosophy for those titles, like if you change one thing from a game like that, it's an avalanche effect. If you change one thing from a game like the original Dragon Warrior, it's an avalanche effect. I'm gonna lose my mind. If you there, heal. If you there, heal. Ah! Like this fucker right here does not exist in the original game. Like, I'm going through like the enemy types in my head, and it's like, yeah, they put in a bunch of like, weirdly enough, like there's more enemies about the place now, but like the one that they actually got to do something new in comparison to the previous game is just fucked. I'm not thinking differently when it comes to fighting him. I'm gonna have to kill these guys first. It's just healing, like... That tells me the AI's fucked. That tells me that thing is designed to do things on like a cycle. Or like there's a percentage chance of when it's going to do one thing over the other. But it's... That means it's not reactionary. I'm dealing with a fucking menace. It's not been thought out because that means that fucking thing can do things ad nauseum. I can't keep up with it. Like, I barely can. You just about overtake it sometimes. He's just gonna rub off my MP. He's just gonna keep fucking healing. There's nothing I can fucking do against him. I have to keep spamming attack. There is no spell that helps me out. I just have to keep doing it. He's gonna heal himself. Yep, there we go. I just have to keep getting lucky. That's all I can do. All I can do is just keep hitting it. There's nothing else I can do. There we go. I just got lucky. That's it. That's all you can do against that enemy. It's bullshit. And again, he's not reactionary. You know, he's not healing because he's down on health. He's healing because he can. It feels so dumb. Okay, Shrine of Rain. This should be a quick one. It's gonna be in and out. Oh, are there things to do? Hello? Yeah, you're gonna tell me to get out of here? I got things to do. Be gone from here. I would speak with no one. Okay. Yep, the king told me to be here. Okay. Cool. Hello? Fucking hell. It's like ripping teeth. Ripping teeth?
Can you hear me?
Well, I didn't mean to press that. That was the analog stick, by the
You
way.
must meet with Rubis, spirit of the land.
Okay.
With her protection, you might stand against the darkness. Seek out a means of summoning her, of bringing her back to us. The fairies will able to help you, as well of Tantagel. Must find them.
Aye, aye, Captain. Did I heal? Did I rest up? Is that what that was? Yep. Baby summoned Lady Rubis. Knows thee of her, of what manner of being she is? No, I don't know what the fuck you just said. She is mother unto the realm. Okay. Okay. I remember the order of things. Like, we'll go to Gallon Home next, and yeah, we'll go through the cave. Okay, can I mosey about movement in a mere moment? You can use the zoom spell. Okay. Now that these methods of transportation, will cause you to shoot up into the air, but feel free to use them indoors by all means. You'll fly. Okay. Consign spells and abilities. You use shortcuts. Okay. Sure. Oh, pardon me. I did a little toot. I do apologize for doing a little toot. So when would we get Zoom? Because you get like Return and outside the OG game. Can we find it like around? I don't know. We've got Chimera wings though. Right, that's fine. Let's check out to see. Are there any chests here? There are. Just the one? I think we have just the one chest. I will check it. Wait, hang on. I will check over here anyway. Pots. Yeah, that's why. Mini medal. Okay, what's in here? Chimera wing. Okay, so I might as well use that. What's over here? Nothing. Well worth the inclusion. What's that? Interact. The prayer ring. What does that mean? What is a prayer ring? What do you do? Can be used to restore... Okay, never mind then. Zoom. Chest. What's in here? It's a crack scroll. Oh, hell yeah. Always wanted one of those. Wood map. What does it? Where does it want us to go? Wants us to go back? We can do such a thing. Item. And I suppose we head back. So I guess it's just gonna put us to Gallenholm next. This game's gorgeous. I'll say that, like, I'll say that ad nauseum. Like, I think this game is pretty, you know? Hello. It's me. It's the boy. I'm back. I'm back from war. What have I learned? Let me tell you what I've learned, boy. I learned things. Oh, maybe the Spear of Light has been stolen. Oh, gosh darn it. If that's true, oh. I was thinking now, because this game is dishing out Chimera Wings, and I assume that we're going to get Zoom, like, not too far in the distant future. Does that not just mean that I can, like, I can go from, what do they call it, Idric's Hollow? Does that not just mean that I can go from there straight to... Gallenholm? It's kind of cool that we get to go to Gallenholm as, like, an actual place. Because in the original game, it's more of like a stopping point to go to, rather than anything else. Like, it's important later on in the game, but you can go there, and it's often recommended to go there as of now.
Gwaelin, Princess of Tantagel. It is to you.
It's just a small girl like, God's speaking to me again, Dad.
Mother to the land of Alefgard. And I hereby entrust to you a message. A foretelling of how this world might be saved. Listen well. A great darkness threatens Alefgard. Take the sphere of light in hand and seek out a place of safety. In time, one will come to you, a youth who bears the blood of Erdrick, hero among heroes. Impart to him this message that I entrust to you. Guide him on his quest. Bid him go.
Okay. I mean, it's decorating a very thin piece of meat. That's what this game is so far. Like, it's cool to see the added work put in here, but they are restricted, right? They're restricted to hit the same beats as the original game. And this is the result. It makes me wonder, like,
we have come far and fast.
if instead of like
better if we rested.
if instead of like an HD 2.5D
Let us continue
title,
onward.
a bit like what they did with Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, I wonder what would happen if they did that for this game, because I have a feeling that there's a lot you can do with the premise of this game that just isn't done, and it doesn't look like this game's going to do too much with it either. Again, it's like it's dressing it up, you know?
What is this power I sense?
We're rolling over a lot of the stuff from the original game, but at the same time we're adding a lot. Like there's a lot more content here. I just don't know if the a lot more content is worth it. Like, we're seeing the princess get kidnapped. Yeah. Oh, look, there's the Dragon Lord. I feel like that's a mistake. I don't think I should be able to see him at this point in the game.
The sphere of light, dost thou not, Princess Gwaelin of Tantagel?
That sort of ruins the surprise of disappearance. But yeah, okay, so he just takes it. Yeah, I get that. Like, I didn't need to see this.
What is the meaning of this? Who art thou, rogue?
I am the Dragon Lord, master.
I guess you can't really include the bit where Gwaelin falls head over heels for the protagonist.
Thou art naught but a monster.
Know this, fair princess. The monster thou seest before thee is the true ruler of this world. All others are naught but pretenders. The sphere thou carriest is mine by right.
It's a cool voice, I'll say that.
Wilt return it.
And it's cool seeing him designed like this. But, again, I
Tis
didn't...
the birthright of he who beareth the blood of heroes, and I shall relinquish it to no other.
Okay, cool. I didn't need to see this. Is this to make her not seem like a helpless damsel in distress?
So Rubus watcheth over thee. Then let us see whose power is the greater.
Power scaling. I have no idea what's happening here. Like, I don't know why one's stronger than the other. It's like Harry Potter where they just point wands at each other. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, why should I feel tense here? Like,
Perhaps thou might consider
there's no groundwork being put down for like, oh, this is why this spell's more powerful than this spell, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't have the groundwork for that shit, so
A hero shall soon
it
come,
just looks
just
like
as Lady Rubus
nonsense.
foretold. The darkness thou servest shall not be suffered to thrive. He who is blessed with the power of the light shall see to that.
Cool.
hero. Let him come. Let them all come.
It's just the one actually. Just the one hero actually.
At my hand.
Yeah.
Majesty, might I suggest we take the princess, willingly or no? There is still much we might learn from her. Those of your accursed ilk are ever presumptuous. Very well. Do as thou wilt. I have what I came for. Come, we return to the castle.
I mean, he just locks her up with a dragon in the original one. That's all the context we get. This might seem like, oh look, they're making her character incredibly more depth. Okay. Is it needed though?
Back, fiend! Away with thee!
Like, what do we benefit from this?
Princess!
She's a powerful magic user? Cool. Can I use her when I rescue her? Or is she just gonna sit back? Like, what's gonna happen, game? Yep, your beloved daughter was taken also. Send out a party of your finest soldiers in all of the realm, did you? And I'm going to find them. I'm going to find your daughter. because I have the sixth sense to do so. Well, I suppose you can play with, like, all the stuff that I've put on, you can play it without any of that on. But the thing is, it's there. It's in the options menu. It's easy to toggle. Like, why would I not use this stuff? I'm playing on the hardest difficulty as well at the moment. I need to reiterate that. And it feels like things are just being handed to me. Will you come to the aid of our cause once more? But yeah. I mean, I feel like I kind of have to. There's lots of yes-knowing here. Like, why would I say no? Yeah? Cool. Do I play video game now? I gotta play video game now. Huzzah! Okay. Right. I'm gonna call it there. I feel like that we have done essentially the first major chapter of this game. It's the first chunk of the original game anyway, so I'm gonna match it up and do that with this. What do I think of the game thus far? I think this game is good. I think it's just good though. I'm having some difficulties in terms of like the transition from the original game to this one. I'm sort of feeling like it's being held back by trying to follow the template of the original one, and it's just, instead of enhancing things from the original game, it's like a sandwich that's already been made, and they're just cramming it with more stuff. And it's like, oh, it's a bigger and better sandwich, surely. It's like, it's just a bigger sandwich. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like much of this was necessary. I'm not really liking the addition of the enemies from other Dragon Quest games in this one. I'm not liking the fact that I've got... I mean, if I go into my spells, like, I've got a lot of shit here, you know? And some of it lines up, you know? Like, in the original game, you would have heal, instead of sizz or zap, you have hurt, and you would have sleep instead of snooze. It made it, like, it boxed things up, you know? It's very, very simple, but it got the job done. And here it's like, oh, okay, I don't even have half the spells. Like, it's just cramming shit in my face. And I don't feel like I've earned much of it. Or I don't feel like I'm going to use much of it as well. Enemies do have weaknesses, but it's the most bare bones of bare bones. I dare say it's even more bare bones than the original Final Fantasy. You know, an enemy pops up and it's like, hey, here I am. I've got, like, no health, but I've got a weakness, and you can exploit that. And it's like, yeah, but if I whack you really hard with my sword, you're going to die anyway. And, they're like, yeah, I guess so. Fuck. I will see what happens with Graylin. Like, I want to reiterate, like, maybe they're going to do something great with this. Maybe they're gonna, like, there's gonna be, like, a whole bunch of new story stuff here, and it's all going to flesh out the original game, and that's gonna be good, but it feels like set dressing. It doesn't feel like anything's being expanded, it just feels like I'm seeing shit that I already knew about. Like, in the original game, when the princess got kidnapped, it's just sort of like, okay, she got kidnapped, cool, I can figure that out in my head. Whereas in this game, it's like, yeah, but you want to see how she got kidnapped, don't you? You want to see the epic laser magic battle that occurred when she got kidnapped. And it's like, I don't care. Like, showing that to me does not give me any more information. It's just telling me, oh, they had a weird fucking wizard fight. Okay. Why? Like, why show me that? Because now I know that she can do that. I'm going to wonder why she's not going to be involved later on. We also ruined the Dragon Lord's appearance way too early, like he's just here, on screen. I feel like that the entire original game, you're talking to townspeople, and it's building up to seeing him at the end. It's building up to that decision. You're learning about all these different places bit by bit, you're talking to the townsfolk, so that way by the time you get to the end of the game, it's like you've got this image of like what the world is like, how the townspeople are living, and you get given a very important question. And depending on what answer you give, the ending changes. But, like, you know, it's all building up to, like, you're hearing stories about the Dragon Lord and what he's done. So you don't need to actually see him be physically involved too much. Hearing about him does the heavy lifting. You know, I know what he's like. I've heard about him through people. I've seen the places he's torn up. Like, there's a village where you go to, and you're not really expecting it because there are not too many villages like this in JRPGs. But there is a torn down, destroyed village in this game, in the original version of this game. And you go there and you're like, oh shit. Like, I heard that this place was, like, fucked, but I didn't realize how fucked it was. Jesus. There's, like, dragons roaming about the place. There's like these demonic knights that are guarding the area. You're seeing, like, oh, this is a glimpse of what this place is going to become if no one deals with the Dragon Lord. Holy shit, we should probably do that. Loads of motivation given. The princess is being kidnapped by the Dragon Lord with a dragon outside her cell. More like a ransom type thing than anything else. Okay, cool. We find the princess. We get her back. We lift her up. We get, like, a little cheesy, cutesy 80s and 90s sort of like a "thank you, Prince Charming, for saving me" mwah, thing. And our reward for that is that we get to see our XP at all times, no matter where we are. We can see our XP from that point onwards. Through the power of accessibility, we have most of the abilities and stuff that we would gain late into that game right now. And it's bugging me slightly. Find and obtain the Thief's Key. We've got to head to Gallenholm. So yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I am liking it. I'm not going to deny that, but oh boy. I got this game on sale, and I'm kind of glad I did. I don't know about Dragon Quest 2 yet. I don't know how that's fared. We'll have a look into that. But this is going to be a really interesting video for me to make in terms of comparing it to the original Dragon Quest and the original Dragon Quest, like, remake for the Game Boy Color. So yes, I will be continuing with this. See you then. Adios.